Taming of the Shrew. 5:30, the alarm rings. Hit snooze at 40 and at 50 again. Toothbrushing, half-eyed, showering and taming that mane. In my head, the day before is still in progress. Monday mornings, a nightmare to confess. Walking in late was never an easy task. Tormenting prefects put you in line. "Why you late?" they ask. You may get away depending on how realistic it sounds. Make up some excuse that involves cliché breakdowns. Prefects with their hawk eyes spying through their glasses, reciting Gatha loudest, a competition among classes. The best were the Friday's extended inspiration, a half-hour seated nap in the name of meditation. Starting early morning, the most active hour of the day, double period math or science, groaning all the way, books paling to shame the rocks Obelix threw at the Roman. Never brought them to school, kicked out often. Tears streaming right on cue, a standard procedure. "You all are the worst class I had," cries out the teacher. Drags the sectional head in, throws in a vice principal or two, "Go stand in the sun." Let other classes make a mockery of you. "Why are you like this?" questions the principal, looking concerned. Summons parents, meetings temporarily adjourned. Vows and frail promises to never do it again. Surprised I made it in one piece. Yes, school drove me insane.
The tunnel. The tunnel through which many footsteps were taken, the vibrant colors of the tie gripping the young necks, glaring over the stark white uniform, a frock too short, a button missing, a strand of hair misplaced, admonished, punished, or eyes turned away, secretly praising the strength to defy. Or was it mere carelessness? The tunnel through which memories flood, the shadows of the buildings, the smell of leaves fallen under the verelu tree, no more familiar, no more present. The tunnel through which echoes the notes of a piano, the beat of a drum, and now receding footsteps.
Cottontails. Wool-filled white socks that went in places, a lobbed and knot. Two in our hair, one at the back, coupled with toes, colored white and black. My stubby nose was a definite plus. We went to her for paper teeth, buck. She winked an eye and let us be. Some bunnies we were, hopping carefree. The little slide by the pole was our down the rabbit hole. We didn't have an Alice or a Hatter. By ourselves, we were them all. I was the hare on the moon. She was Bugs from Looney Tunes. On days we were feral, on others tame cocoons. Now, 20 years, and we still recall how these ancient days were the best of all. Where two little rabbits, full blown in song, forgot the world to build on their own.
Life skills.
Back then at school, we had life skills. Every week we would be taught, the girls, handicrafts by a gentle, ladylike woman. They taught us macrame, well after it went out of style. How to unravel and tie up spools and spools of thread into fancy knots and whirls. You could hang it on your ceiling, just beneath the fan, or over your bed. Then there was the letterbox, made out of cardboard and wrapping paper. But not to hang outside, of course. The glue would dissolve in the rainwater, and the letters would all cry out in jets of blue ink. Speaking of ink, we made a minuscule brush out of old pens and human hair. It measured about 4 inches, and you could clean the ridges between tiles with it, or brush your moustache if you had one. The class was always there. You couldn't skip it, miss it, or play truant. Life skills. You will need them when you grow, and you'll thank me when you flaunt them to your cynical mothers-in-law.
My payback. I want to drag you to a corner and let you drop down on your knees. I want to punch right in your face with my fists of rage. I want to hold your chin from one hand and smack you with the other continuously and grab from your collar and slap real hard. I want to knock you until my Satan leaves my body. I want to make your face gleam in hues of the twilight sky, blue, purple, and red, and get your eyes swollen like a poached egg. I want to see your closed eyelids plumped up like lips. I want you to glance upwards towards me, one eye pleading with mercy. No, I got no remorse, because that evil strength just pleases my soul.
Where you dropped off the boat. Where you dropped off the boat, I don't remember. Perhaps my mind was too taken up by, like the examinations, by colorful things, that 2 decades later, until you had a Facebook request sent, I had forgotten you completely. I clicked, added you, friend. There's nothing that will connect us now. 2 decades, like a cavity, stare back as I stroll down. In life, you have become a musician with a band, a wall streaming with pictures and pictures of you under flashes, lights, thronging crowds, on decorated stages and off them, vamping colors as party folks dance hand in hand. My childhood memory of you is you being beaten every day for coming in last, in blubbering the math and fluffing the words without arranging them to align. Pulled, pushed, shoved, pinched, ears ripped, shattering your small shoulder, the madam's beefy arm, like another school ritual, again and again, the marked imbecile in a class of 55. Where you dropped off the boat, I don't remember. To apologize now, it is way too late.
A day in 2009, a day in 2020. A day in 2009. Prefects of my own time call me onto the stage, cowering like cowards, behind those curtains, showing me around, for I obeyed my teacher's command. With eyes of disdain, I looked at my own brothers, a blank stare, pictures of our founders as witness, for they did not understand what they were doing, and I was neither trimmer nor coward. For years ago, Agnes Winter, the teacher I wouldn't forget, made all of us memorize the song, and from us took a covenant that till the day we breathed our last, we shall sing it from the depth of our heart. Since that covenant still stands, I see a difficult road ahead, more so than the past. But again, you promised, present and past shall be one. And so it is, one in heart. And I promise in return, never shall the world destroy our love and pride, holding whatever betide, virtue and faith our guide, even when the corpse is burnt.
A gem out of place. In a corner of my heart's jewelry box laid, a gem out of place, fallen from grace. On random days I pick them up to gaze. Why didn't I wear the gem on a fancy chain? A memory of school, a memory etched in haste, that did not and will not erase. A naive gaze, stolen smile, all lost in space. Yet the memory has stayed, even after decades, like a memory of school, a gem out of place. And I wonder what I must do to evade its loss again to my heart's cornered space. Never worn in public, yet always safe. Decades after leaving that distant mountain plain, I see my reflection on the star facets as it gleams with the light that seeped through my cracked walls, frail. Gems are to be found, treasured, worn, and seen.